I can't remember.
Good morning, Web Spiders. Today is Friday, February 1st, 2019. And it's funny, I was typing in the date for the announcements today, and one of my friends, Lucas from 4th grade, is here, and he says, "Why do you say it like that?" Well, if you spell the word February, it actually looks like February. So every time I'm typing it or writing the word February, I sound it out February because that's the correct way to spell it. So it's February 1st. We have a new character trait. It is respectfulness. And I know that Mrs. Clendenning dug up an old video from a few years back when some of our 4th graders were pretty little. So she did share that with teachers. Teachers, if you have time to share that video sometime today, it's kind of cute to see our babies that have grown up, just accepting each other for who we are and respecting each other. Respect is an attitude of admiration or a courteous regard for people's feelings. Respect is showing that you care for people. That's what respect is. It is making them feel safe and important and appreciated. Has someone shown you respect today? Did someone give you a good morning? Did someone give you a high five? Did someone give you a hug? Did someone say, "I'm glad to see you"? They're showing respect for you. So make sure you return the favor. We're going to work on respect the whole month of February, which is a short month, remember. There are only 28 days in February, except for every 4th February, where there are 29 because it's called a leap year. And we're not going to talk about that right now. But anyway, Isabel Soper, you've got a bucket filler shout out from Mrs. Bartram. Isabella is a joy. Her kindness, compassion, and work ethic are infectious. Thank you for always modeling doing it right. Thank you, Miss Isabella. To Santiago Alvarez from Mrs. Andrews. During a math lesson, a friend did not have a pencil, and Santiago loaned him one without even being asked. I love your kind and generous heart. Way to go, Santiago. And to Andrew Hanna from Mrs. Bartram, I am so proud of Andrew's hard work and perseverance in getting through his assignments. His attitude and coping strategies have improved, and we are seeing results in the classroom. Andrew, way to use our character trait for the month of January and persevere. Does this look familiar? This was found. I know it belongs to a spider because it was found here in the building. And I do know there's a very important library card in there. So it doesn't have a name on it, though, so I don't know exactly who it belongs to. But this should look familiar, and you should know that your library card's in there. So come to the office and claim that if it belongs to you. I haven't done a clock lesson in a while, so I'm going to put up the clock here because this is the time that school started today. If you'll notice the small hand, it's in between the 9 and the 10, which means it's not quite 10 o'clock. But it is after 9 o'clock. So let's see what time it is. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 9:40 was our start of school today. And we normally start at 7:40. So if we started at 9:40, but we normally start at 7:40, how much later is it today than a usual start of a school day?
2 hours.
It's 2 hours, right? Now, that should have been easy peasy because we had a 2-hour delay. So that should make sense to you. If it's a 2-hour delay, it's 2 hours delayed from what is normal, 7:40 to 9:40. That's also called elapsed time. Did you guys know that? If you're figuring how much time has passed, that's called elapsed time. So our elapsed time from a normal start of a school day to a 2-hour delay day is 2 hours, or bonus, how many minutes is that? It is, Gannon, way to go. 120 minutes because there's 60 minutes in 1 hour, 60 minutes in 2 hours. You add the 60 plus the 60, you get 120 minutes. Oh, yeah. Thinking and using that brain this early in the morning. Lucas is joining us today with a special announcement for Helping Hands. Read loudly.
Next Monday through Friday, Helping Hands is I can't remember that name. Representatives will come to classrooms from 7:20 to 7:40 to sell Valentine candygrams. Cards will be delivered to friends during Valentine parties on February 14th. Each candygram costs 25 cents. Molly Gibson was a Franklin student who was tragically killed in a car accident 20 years ago. To keep her memorial alive, Johnson Memorial Hospital collects Pooh Bears, which they give to each child who has to stay in the hospital. We are asking for cash donations or new Pooh Bears or any size. We will be collecting these throughout the month of February. Please drop off your donations to the office. We will also have some special days to raise money. Spirit Days and Penny Day Wars. Start tuning in Stay tuned for more information coming soon.
That's awesome. So the month of February gives teachers jeans for $25. The month of February, bring in Pooh Bears or cash donations, and we're going to buy Pooh Bears from Molly. Molly was actually, her family was very close to me, and I babysat Molly when she was a little girl. So, and we went to the same church. So I knew Molly very well, and it was very sad when she died in a car crash. I still talk to her mom and her brother and her sister and her dad. And this would be really great if Webb could do a lot to raise Pooh Bears for Molly. So you can bring in cash. You could bring in a Pooh Bear. And starting Monday, 25 cents to buy Candygrams. I heard a lot of kids asking this morning if they could buy them today. It starts Monday. So bring your quarters on Monday to get Candygrams for people that you want to send to. Okay, this is going to take a minute. And I apologize for the long announcements today, but we've got honor roll. And honor roll is so important. And I forgot to announce it last week. So that was my bad. I didn't write it in my assignment notebook. Sorry. But Mrs. Bridges' class, A honor roll. This means they got all A's on the report card and no B's. A honor roll, Carissa Tinkle, Olivia Graves, and Natalie Brown. A B honor roll, meaning you got all A's and B's on your report card. Willow Sturgill, Libby Melton, Jacob Marguglio, Grace Eaton, Ian Croson, and AJ Wallace. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And in Mrs. Bridges' class, kids who had perfect attendance for the second 9 weeks, meaning they did not miss any days of school. Relina Heck, Isabel Hyatt, Jacob Marguglio, and Oliver Van Horn. Way to go. In Mrs. Rector's class, this is our A honor roll, all A's on report cards. Emily Broughton, Lexi Martin, Kara McClish, Molly McMillan, Julianne Ott, Kinley Sanders. A B honor roll, all A's and B's on the report card. Aiden Bingham, Dash Cruiser, Nicholas Deppie, McKinley Herbert, Hudson Hobbs, Derek Johnson, Faith Jones, Journey Moore, and Wes Wheeler. And those students in second grade, Mrs. Rector's room, who were here every single day, Aiden Bingham, Nicholas Deppie, or Nick as we call him, McKinley Herbert, Faith Jones, Lexi Martin, and Cora Phillips. Whoop, whoop, come get your backpack charms after announcements. And last but not least, Mrs. Honeycutt in second grade, all A's on your report card, Zoe Clark, Bryson Elston, Solomon, you're going to have to teach me how to pronounce your last name. Emma Losi, Holly Rader, and Malia Scortino. And a B honor roll, Jocelyn Adams, Clarissa Allen, Cruz Elmore, Kai Lau, Lizzie Pond, Victoria Sizemore, and Callie Taylor. Those who had perfect attendance in Mrs. Honeycutt's room, Jocelyn Adams and Isabel. Yes. So, sacristan, I believe. That is second grade honor roll and perfect attendance, and we will save third and fourth for next week. Whoop, whoop. Come right after announcements and get your backpack charms if that is a convenient time in your classroom. And I have another announcement. Boy, it just keeps going and going and going today, doesn't it? But I got to find the right paper. Okay, so this is what we noticed about e-learning. So really concentrate. This is for kindergarten, first, second, third, and fourth. Okay. Some of you did your work and you forgot to mark it complete in your Google Classroom. So some things didn't have to be turned in, did they? You had to do them, but you have to mark them complete. So listen up, kindergarten, first, second, third, and fourth. This especially applies to your special class, whether you had art, STEM, PE, or music. You've got to get into that Google Classroom and mark that you did your work if you did it. That's how we know you were at school that day, okay? So I think a lot of you, I asked a lot of kids and they could tell me what they did in specials on their e-learning day. But then when we look in our Google Classrooms, you didn't mark that you finished it or you didn't mark it complete. So that is a biggie, okay? We've got to mark our work complete so that we know that you did it and we know you attended school that day. Some of you did your assignment in a paper. Turn that into your teacher, okay? Even if it's a specials assignment, turn it into your teacher and they will get it to your specials teacher so they can mark it complete. We've got some other things we're going to try to shore up and do right, but that's the biggie right now. We got to make sure we know you were at school that day. So mark your assignments complete if you did them, okay? That makes sense? Woo! That was a lot of announcements for a snowy Friday. At this time, stand, push your chair, and we'll have a moment of silence. Gentlemen, would you introduce yourselves for us, please?
My name is Kaden Karloff, and I'm in Mrs. McGraw's class. My name is Lucas Dethridge from Miss Pate's class.
All right. I don't care who holds the flag. One of you do it. Thank you. Hand on your heart, please. Let's do our pledge. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Love it, and love it. That was a lot of announcements. Remember, it is a shortened day because of our 2-hour delay schedule, which means thinking caps on. Got to work hard in a shorter amount of time. Let's do our creed. Let's have a fabulous Friday. And hopefully, since the weather will be warmer next week, we'll have normal school days, right? Here we go. I am a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special. Make it a great day in the Webb. Make sure you're being respectful to others, which means you're showing kindness and caring and compassion and acceptance, okay? And as always, make sure you are
doing it right.
Have a great day, Spiders.